Okay. Welcome back to Dominion 6 with early age Tianqi. Yeah, so, didn't really end on a high note last time, I would say. But, the thing is, I'm always learning. Constantly learning. It's very important. And, now, the thing is, we're banking a lot on archers at the moment. And the problem is we didn't really have a lot of our buffs online for our archers, so that makes them not great to rely on. So we probably should have been recruiting a higher percentage of footmen or medium footmen compared to archers. We also probably should have invested in flankers to help actually do damage instead of entirely relying on archers. But really what we want to rely on, I mean, I know we have archers, but there's nothing about our identity as a faction that really encourages archer spam. What we have is our mages with a lot of variety to our spells. And that's where we really need to be focusing. Basically, we want all of our mages that have like 2 in something to really be able to get the most benefit out of that level 2. For example, we've got these mages with fire 2. That means that with Phoenix power at the start of combat, they can immediately go up to fire 3. And with fire 3 and a fire in a jar item, they can always, at the start of combat, then cast summon fire elemental, which is really pretty powerful. I mean, comparatively. So that's a well-known thing that makes it, that's just pretty easy, and fire is that's a really easy kind of combo to do, whereas air is a little trickier because air power is not summon storm power is just not as viable because it only works during a storm. Phoenix power just always works as long as you're not underwater. So that's good. Earth can do summon earth power to get up to 3 earth magic, which also lets you do summon earth elemental, but I don't know if getting an earth gem is quite as easy as fire in a jar. Also, with the boots of earth or whatever they're called, you can use that to get up to 4 earth. I'm not sure what I'd want to cast with 4 earth, but there are buffs. For sure, there are definitely buffs. You can do with 3 earth, you can do group iron skin. Really quite powerful. Enchantment, 3 or 4 earth, you have giant strength warriors, but that does require a gem. Weapons of sharpness, really small area buff. Earthquake warriors is a really good one, but it also requires a gem. Steel slice warriors, also pretty good, requires a gem, so on and so forth. Legions of steel is fantastic, does require an earth gem. So I guess what I'd like to know is if there's an easy way to grab a free earth gem every turn or every combat. I'm sure there is, but hard to say. Um, it's still just kind of hard to find information for this game. There is the inspector, but it's a little tricky to use actually for something like this. I mean, it might be possible. I don't know. Yeah. So these earth boots give you +1 earth magic. That's all well and good. Oh, there you go. The Bloodstone. But you have to have Blood Slaves and Blood Magic level 3, which I think is completely unavailable to us without Empowerment. I don't think we had a single guy that can do Blood. No, I don't think so. So that would mean, like, empowering Yan Lo, which would require 50 Blood Slaves just to get to 1. And we can do that. I mean, that's all within your realm of possibility. But, okay, yeah. So anyways, so the fire thing we definitely want to get going. And then, what was the other, like, good thought that I had? I thought there was something with air. Maybe? Oh, now it slipped my mind. Oh, right. No. We want Yan Lo to be casting gifts from heaven. That is mostly why, and he does always get blessed. He does always have this available. That's what I thought. I don't know why I thought otherwise. So yeah, he has 18 precision, which is very nice. Units rarely have values above 15. So that's why we want. I'll find out which school it's under. It's not this. No, it is this. Yeah, Evocation 5. You get gifts from heaven. You requires 3 earth, 1 astral. Range 100. It's inaccurate. May always deviate a little no matter the precision. It's 50 fatigue, but 150 damage. 3 meteors dropping down, creating a 8 area of effects fire, doing 10 magic armor piercing fire damage. Yeah, this is what we want. This is what we want him to cast at least a few times. And honestly, like, slapping some slaves onto him as a communion would help him. Well, that would slow down the casting even more, but it would allow him to cast more due to spreading the fatigue out, except that the way the communion works, I believe, they would be drastically lower than him, and we're not going to get... I don't think we can get one of these guys. No, we can't get one of these guys to have Astral and Earth, unfortunately. No, none of these guys can have Astral and Earth. That's impossible for us. So, Slaves probably wouldn't be the best... Communion wouldn't be the best thing for that purpose, but we do want to get Evocation 5 for that. I don't know if anyone else is going to be able... Like I said, we can't get Earth and Astral. The only way then would be to take someone with Earth, probably, and give them Astral. Or we could take one of the guys with Astral. Let me check the Master. Okay, he can get Earth and Astral for sure. Celestial Masters can, yes, which is great. So they could actually be slaves, or they could also just cast it themselves. Albeit not many times, but they are sacred, so they'll get the big precision bonus, which is good, and we can give them some items to maybe help that as well. So as long as he gets this 1 Earth, then we can give him the boots to give out Earth 2, and then Earth Power to get Earth 3 in combat. Again, they won't be casting many gifts from heaven, and they won't be as accurate, but it is a very potent spell that's talked about a lot, and it's also just fucking fun. So, yeah, we want to get some Celestial Masters going. and I think we're going to start recruiting those because they are beneficial to us. And then I think instead of massing crazy amounts of archers, we do want to get some of these warriors. I'd also say we probably want some horsemen, but I think we're struggling with footmen, and I think now might be a time to upgrade those to at least medium, if not heavy. Something like that is fine. Okay. Yeah, so we don't have great fire gem production. We've searched, boy. I mean, we've fucking searched. If there were any more magic sites, I feel like we would have found. I mean, yeah, I feel like we would have found them if we could. So, I think we want to have you make fire in a jar. Well, no, we're going to send you with, because you are going to be useful for that purpose. And then who else do we have? We have you at 2 earth. So I'm going to send you along as well. And then we're going to have some people make at least one fire in a jar. Jesus. Strikes up to 2 times per round. Oh, so this is a fucking miscellaneous item. So just every round in melee, if you have this, it'll strike up to 2 times per round with attack skill 10, dealing 19 piercing magic damage. 4 attack, length 4, and the attacks can't be repelled. That's pretty nice thing, dude. But again, we're struggling with air gems. There are enchantments. Not enchantments. There are, well, yeah, global enchantments that can generate gems like perpetually. But it would require pretty high air that I don't think I'm ever going to have. Well, no, I mean, maybe. Let's see, what the hell would that be under? Oh, water lens can give temporary water gems. And water spell range. +1 province, out of combat, or +25% in combat. Okay. This could probably be beneficial. Let's make a water lens while we're at it. Yeah, see, it's all a big balancing act. Bottom line is you want a lot of fucking mages. Now, we do have some glamour mages. Summon water kobolds. I believe I heard something about these guys that can... they also have magic? Yeah, these guys are also... Magic 1, or Water 1, Glamour 1. They also have a Research 9 ability, which is pretty impressive. So if you have Glamour Gems, we don't, but, you know. Which means they're not really going to be able to forge much for us. Yeah. There's just so much to it, man. There's so much to it. Bottom line is we need to kind of refocus and back down off pushing into cracked earth. We obviously cannot take that, and we need him to get weakened elsewhere. We need to just secure our borders, fortify all this shit, possibly take Ungbeloth, because that might be more viable with barbarians and light cavalry. But for right now, I think we're just laying low. I have a lot of gold. I should probably be spending gold, right? I'm watching Chazzy Burger's sort of new player series. He does recruit a lot of these like just random one-off, independent units. Like he spends a lot of gold. He doesn't always just repeat, he just like, okay, he just grabs 10 of these and he just puts them there to maybe get picked up later. Things like that. Because these guys are all cheap. They're chaff, I think is what you'd call them, a lot of these guys. They can just soak up stuff, and it's a very low investment that you don't sweat about. And he'll pick up, random commanders and things like that to just do stuff with. We could easily pick up just a bunch of light cavalry. Not that many. Or militia, I guess. It's a thought. It's all a thought. Because otherwise, like I said, these resources are always going to waste. Your money doesn't really go to waste, but you want to spend your money. Like, we probably should be grabbing another scout. There's not much reason not to make that. It's very cheap. Essentially, that's just 35 gold I'm spending. And he will last, like, at least probably 20, 30 turns. Maybe the rest of the game. Who knows? So 7 gold, 6 resources. Why is it more expensive there? Right, but I could just, there you go, grab militia, recruit militia, just do stuff. Here we could just grab warriors as chaff, boom. Just to spread them around, and maybe they'll die when somebody invades, but maybe they'll do something. Here I could get monkeys. Look at these Marcadas. They're fucking garbage. But that, do you just throw them in there? And that's it. I could get 27 of these, which would cost me a bit over 100 gold. Okay, not quite 27, but there you go. You just have them. Here, I probably should be getting ichthids, because we may as well be taking these fucking water places, right? These two at least are tied into Tianqi for some more resources. We take both of those. We have 40% administration, so that's another, 20, 40 resources into the middle, which means more heavy footmen for us. And it's also income, 100 extra income. There's not much reason not to do it, so fucking do it. Not that many. And then we'll also need a shaman commander. Yeah, they'll get that eventually. Yeah. Right. So, just, I'm learning. I'm trying to learn. There's a lot. There's a lot to take in, as you probably can understand. Also, I probably should be... See, he's already dived in here. He's right underneath me at the moment, and he's surrounded this throne. This is... these places aren't amazing. That's a total of like 130 income to have these three. So it's not fantastic. But I don't want them underneath me. Underneath my capital. So I probably should be going in there. Wiping them out. Maybe I could swing Huang Fei. I don't know if he has anything down there, but fuck it. Let's set up Huang Fei. Boom. It's happening. All right, let's do it. Okay, some summons. Nog is a new prophet. We went down there. We lost 5 of our precious archers. And that's because they had Zots, which are flyers, so they just swooped into the back line and got some kills. Looks like probably a little AoE. Friendly fire. And then we were attacked in Way Woods. So we had those Deer Tribe warriors I just summoned. They had 15 archers and they killed us all. Salam has 39 unrest, but then also has a fairy court of summer traveling through. Increasing sloth by +3, tax minus 100%. Between Salam is basically worthless at the moment. And, okay, so there he has his main big army, 190 units large. Epony Knights, bare-chested warriors, barbarians, heavy infantries, boar warriors, and a cave drake. Oh, this is Marverni besieging Tirnanog, and yet he has the fucking audacity to take my woods. Outrageous. Yeah, you're double air. So probably Farflight. I guess. I mean, it's not amazing. I guess True Shot Warriors is better, but we need repeatable air gems. I'd rather just envenom some of their arrows, I guess. Whoops, almost fucked up again. Okay, that's fine. Stormwind's still the best thing for him, because we haven't gotten... Yeah, once we get evocation higher up. I guess it's fine. Or I could throw Soldiers of Steel on. It is really good. Okay, and then I might have to move you to be sort of in between. Will he know to put, you know, the right thing on the right group? I'm very curious. Alright, we gotta take Waywoods back. He's not gonna be attacking anything else this turn. I mean, he really should. He's got so much other shit to worry about. Okay. Okay. Just, for right now, just cast spells. Go in there. And then you are gonna go, now go here. You go here. Okay. Huang Fei. Amazon's there. I mean, I want to root him out, I suppose. So let's root him the fuck out. Make another fire in a jar. These things are very popular. Apparently, this is one of the best early things to make. But I just don't have many air gems, so I'm iffy on such things. This is also pretty nice, even for your spellcasters, due to the reinvigoration. And of course, bracers of protection are fine. I feel like we do need to kit out an actual thug of some kind. But it's probably going to be... I mean, it could be a noble commander, but I feel like it's probably going to be a mage unless I want to attempt the... Oh, we lost that, you motherfucker. Yeah, the master sword of the way, master swordsman or whatever. So it's hard to say where I went really wrong with him. He felt so tanky and survivable. You know, it just seemed that way. But I guess we can make better items now, like the dancing trident if I wanted. Or dancing shield. Protective force. Again, air gems, though. Burning Pearl was higher attack, but I don't think attack was his problem, apparently. I mean, maybe his problem was he just went up against way too much force. And he just died because he couldn't handle it. Yeah, I suppose I'd rather have the dancing shield. It's not even a shield, it's just good. Okay, make that. And then we need to make another one of those swords, which was pretty good. Or there's probably better things. Oh, that's right. And I can make the Thistle Mace now, which gives +1 nature magic. That's something to consider. But I'm low on everything except astral, earth, and water. So, what do we have for water? Frostbrand, which gives frozen flames. So this is an AoE cold damage. That's pretty good. I could see that being viable. Sword of Swiftness, certainly pretty good. 2 attacks. However, 2 attacks, it will never... If you kill it with the first hit, it won't go to a second target. The second attack will just be wasted. So it's not as good as you'd think. I think probably the... Well, Ice Smith Scimitar is pretty damn good. Cold resistance 10. There's area 1, so... Okay, make a Frostbrand. Fuck it. And then do we have a decent shield from water? No. Ice Aegis. It's okay. But certainly not amazing. The Dragon Crown, Dragon Mastery 1. Blue Dragon Ice Mail. Robe of the Sea does give Water Magic +1. That's another easy boost thing that we could make. So we have relatively easy boosts for water, fire, earth, nature. I think we should have a relatively easy one for astral. Okay. So earth shields, the charcoal shield. Fire shield does 9 armor piercing damage, 5 parry, 26 protection. Yeah, that's pretty good. Make that. Alright. That's probably enough foraging for the moment, since we don't even have that guy yet. We should also just be kind of foraging stuff for all our mages. You know, we should have like a somewhat standard loadout, but then also like fire in a jar or water lens, things like that. I don't really want to forge anything else at the moment, but, you know, things like, what else is pretty good? Well, Ranger Boots do give Reinvigoration 2, so that's something. Boots of Stone. No, not Boots of Stone. Earth Boots for all the Earth Mages are good. Boots of the Messenger are just kind of better. Reinvigoration 3. Yeah, so Boots of the Messenger for anyone not wearing Earth Boots is probably good. What was the other thing? Oh, Girdle of Might gives Reinvigoration 3. Fatigue is kind of the biggest limiting factor for a mage, you know, during combat, as far as how much they can just spam. So getting 10 Reinvigoration just passively is really quite nice. Also, our special Sword of the 5 Elements. We should just make, like, 8 of these. We need Fire 1, Water 1, which all of these guys can make. So I could just spend 1 turn and just have every single... I don't have that many Fire Gems. Getting Fire Gems over... it's 2 Pearls to 1 Gem. And then you can convert 2 Gems to 1 Pearl. So to take water gems and turn them into fire gems takes yeah, it takes 4 gems. So it's a 4-to-1 conversion. Which death we're mostly just ignoring. So most of our death gems could go into fire or air. Yeah, I mean, we may as well. We're not doing a whole lot with that. Yeah, but I do still want to do research because we want to get evocation up. So, alright, that's okay for now. It's just, do I want to spend more money? I probably should also be building temples in certain places. If I have a priest moving around, I could have a priest just mosey around and build temples. But again, that takes away research. Mm-hmm. I just want like 1,000 monkeys. I just want to suddenly remember like 30 turns from now and be like, oh god, all my monkeys. Similar here. I don't think we need a second shaman. We want more students of the way. Or I could upgrade a master of the way. Because they can actually They're just kind of twice as good, sort of. They just get an extra +1 to something. So they could snag Astral 2. But we're mostly just using these guys as research fodder, so I don't really care that much. Yeah, I don't really care that much. Alright, I think that's mostly it. Alright, there's a battle in Solam. We got attacked again in our headquarters, but we did defeat him. It was 15 archers, and we lost a footman. How did he bungle this? Let's see how shitty archers can be. I hit the noble. But then, yeah, footmen walked up, started smacking them. Footmen walked up, started smacking them. They routed. That easy. That fucking easy. They have 7 morale because they have 8 base and they're in a hostile dominion. So it takes very little to rout a pack like that. Jesus. Then we are attacking in Waywoods to take that back. We somehow lost a footman against only 21 guys. I imagine this was... yeah, that was definitely friendly fire. Ooh, look at that acid bolt. Incredible. Look at how shitty that one was. Excellent. I can't believe they didn't rout from all this. Boom. Oh, yep. There's the friendly fire. Going through the fire. Going through the fire. Yep, 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 yep. More fire. So on and so forth. Yeah. Oh well. Just wait till we get gifts from heaven, man. It's gonna be a bloodbath. Then there was a battle downstairs. No problem. Absolutely no issue there. There was an unexpected event. We found 2 glamour gems, and blood magic rituals are cheaper this month. Okay. So that was good. Yeah, I'd actually like for you to have one of those cool swords. Is Solam fine? I think it is. I think it is. I think it's okay. I think we can move on. For the moment. So you are double earth. We can have you summon earth power. To get up to 3 earth. There is Rust Mist, which will actually shred armor, which is pretty good for our archer spam. That might be even better than just like buffing the archers. It's either that or Gift of Giant Strength or throwing out Shrouds of Flying. Well, no, that's a personal buff. I always forget that. Yeah, so I think probably Rust Mist is the way to go. It is only range 30 though, so we probably could start with something. Summon Earth Power doesn't really... Well, actually, doesn't that give... Yeah, it gives Reinvigoration 4. So summon Earth Power, then cast Rust Mist, and then do your own shit. You are double fire, though, and we want to give you Fire in a Jar. Because you are going to cast Phoenix Power, and then summon Lesser... No. No. Oh, shit, I don't have Summon Fire Elemental yet. Okay, fine. Summon Lesser Fire Elemental. And then you could cast Geyser, I suppose. It's not horrible. Sulfur Haze. Yes. This is exactly what I like to see. It's fun spells. And then you can just cast whatever. But I need you to be... So I want you to be all the way up in the business. I mean, you guys can kind of be up front in theory. And then you are going to be all the way down there. So we want the Fire Elemental away from us. Alright, and we're going to take on Stone Heavens. So, 220 units here. Shadows, Chithyronic Lions, Troglodytes, Fire Snakes, Dust Walkers with a huge Sphinx. So this one is probably a 3. And here he's got 120 units, mainly Militia, which is pretty weak. All things considered, pretty weak. I might be able to win. Or it could be a fucking bloodbath, because that is a lot of units. But Militia are quite shitty. How shitty are they? Well, they have 5 protection, 10 health, 10 morale, 8 attack, 11 defense. And that includes the shield, which I now realize. So I've always been looking at defense and adding the parry, but it's already built in. So that's 11 defense with the shield. To be fair, against arrows, and a 16 protection shield, we're he pretty much does have 11 defense, but still, that's not very good. I don't have an overwhelming number of units, but I'm confident that I can rout his ass. Maybe. Let's have all those guys that just forged something. Let's have them all make Sword of the 5 Elements, because they all can. And now we have Zhang Fei, the Celestial Master. 3 Astral. Interesting stuff. I don't know if that really gives him much to work with. He can Arcane Probe in an attempt to locate sites of astral power. So... yes, but I feel like we've searched everywhere with... which one's Astral? Astral... no, we have not searched in Mins. So this is called remote searching, which is pretty handy for not having to look everywhere. We do have to spend 2 gems to do it, but it does save, you know, the turn from having to go there and then having to search and then having to move to another one. He can just search. Extra gems increase duration. Why would I care about the duration? Wait a minute, what? Oh, I was doing projection. No, we want probing. There you go. Okay, Sylvius. Keep a constant eye over on this. He still is not... he's been weakened. He's suffering the same folly that I suffered from. So there's that. And yeah, our resources are really hammered here in Solam. We definitely need to invest in this. We're going to put money in there. And really, we probably should have that almost everywhere. You want at least 10? I usually go to 11, but at least 10, because that gives you the unrest reduction. And unrest does decrease your income. So I should do it everywhere, but we'll highlight wherever anything's bad. All right. Did I? Oh, I didn't get the shaman yet. God damn it. I want the shaman. It's going to take 2 turns to make, but we're going to get it. All right, let's just do it. We're going to get Conjuration 5 this turn. That's good. Alright, Arcane Probing. No new magic sites were found in Mins. There's a battle in the Caverns of Gold. We lost one footman because he had vacated it this turn. Now, where did he vacate? He went into Dreher Caverns with his 100 militia and obviously easily took it. Okay, great. We traded provinces. There's a battle in Stone Heavens. We lost 7 more footmen. Those barbarians were not light. But I have a lot of magic, so I'm curious to see why we didn't just decimate them immediately. So, arrows, earth power, arrows coming in, acid hits, more acid. They don't really have armor, so Rust Mist pretty much did nothing. Here comes the Fire Elemental, which I wonder if that's what caused some issues for us. I tried to put it far enough forward, but it seems like it is. There's a way to like look at. He does this in the videos where he can show like a log for each unit. There must be view battle. Oh, V. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Here, affected by heat cloud. Damage roll 2+9 versus prot roll 0+5 of footman equals 6 points of heat fatigue damage. So it's not physical damage he's taking. It radiates heat. So that's just fatigue. It's not. Radiate heat causes severe damage to anyone they attack. Okay, so he doesn't actually AoE. He has a fire shield. So if he gets attacked, he deals 10 damage back, armor piercing. And his flame strike is obviously pretty good and has an AoE to it. But it's not. I mean, it's kind of bad to stand next to him. Obviously, fatigue is not good to have. But he's not shredding my troops, so to speak. Hold on. So, I wish it, like, highlighted if somebody died. Took 1 point of damage from burning. Footman is detected by heat cloud. 10 points of fatigue damage. It's kind of hefty. But barbarians are also getting affected by it. And this is the lesser version. Maybe the higher one does do like actual pain. There you go. Fire Elemental attacking a lot, really. That's a lot of damage. And he's just like constantly killing. He doesn't get multiple hits or anything, I don't believe. So, I don't know what allows him. Oh, the AoE. Yeah, so up against these clumped humans, he can shred. He only has 25 hit points, though, so there is that. And yeah, all this burning that's happening from our spellcasters, it's just not healthy for our footmen. So I definitely think we killed more of our own here. They only killed 3, and we lost 7. So, yeah. And then they attack Solam again, and we beat them back again. Apparently I have a Master of the Dead there. As the provincial defense. Huh. Found 210 gold. Found 6 air gems, but Turmoil went up by 2. Dominion -2. Range of Shadow. Harvest Festival. Dominion -4. Just goats were sacrificed. Yeesh, yeesh. So we can cast the probing again. Except, well, I could cast it here. Except I'm probably going to have Yanlo search there this turn. So we'll cast it here. We made all our swords, so I think we're okay for now. Let's get you just back on research. 110 here. Militia, heavy cavalry, light cavalry, so that's probably another 1 throne. He's still besieging the cracked earth. I really shouldn't have let him build that fort. As soon as it was a palisade, I should have put a stop to it. What are you going to do, though? All right, so this one's going to be trickier. We're going to have similar issues, but now we have Conjuration 5. So he should be able to cast Summon Fire Elemental. It's grayed out, but with Phoenix Power, he'll be able to cast it. And then that'll be nice and juicy. And then that's Sulfur Haze. He ran out of air gems, so no True Shot Warriors available. There must be a way to just see. There must be a way to do it. So it automatically shows you. Oh, here you go. Bag of Winds. There you go. That's it. Okay, so we want to get this on our guy for now. Well, we are relying on archers. Bag of Winds requires construction 5 and air 2 to craft. So definitely one of you guys is air 2, I'm sure. I got a gaggle of you. No air 2. Holy shit. Well, Han is air 2. So I'd have to make a lab here, which I'm not going to. Okay, well, whenever we get around to that, we can get temporary air gems, which will be good. Okay, let's... I'm gonna have everyone search, and you are going to patrol. Alright, so now we gotta go back here. Take on his militia force. It's right beneath our capital. We're obviously not taking this, but rooting him out of this shit, even though this is right beneath a fort that he has. Annoying. It's always going to be troublesome. Yeah, it's all shitters. Alright. Ugh. Herald has arrived from Maverni. Let it be known that Gerenia, goddess of Maverni, goddess of the crafts, queen of hunting, proposes peace and a non-aggression pact between our nations. I'm okay with that. I mean, this battle already happened, right? So we're good. No magic sites found there. Yanlo did find a maze. Nothing else. It was a battle in Cassian Forest. He attacked me. And he won. So now he took fucking Cassian Forest. And now I just signed a non-aggression pact with him. He killed my monkeys. who didn't do shit. And we lost the battle in Deep Wagor. Oh no, he took Deep Wagor. Right. Didn't I attack down there? Well, because he attacked me somehow. I'm not sure what happened. We killed 71 of his militia, though, which I'm sure was a rough blow to him. Yeah, those are pretty shit units. Death +2 and units affected by disease worldwide. So, losing Casey and Forest, it's not the end of the world, but it's just another thing we've lost to weaken Solam's presence here. So, I'm not really pleased, but I'm also okay to not be at war with him. We'll see what happens with the Cracked Earth. But my income is going down, not up, and that's a bad direction. What a random smattering of units this is. Monkeys, footmen, archers, claymen, yetis, celestial hounds. Jeez. Killed my monkeys. Pisses me off, man. Can I beat 290 barbarian and light cavalry? Yeesh. Maybe? Really need that fire elemental to be out front. Maybe. I don't think Rust Mist is the solution. Although I'm worried about the cavalry and how quickly they're coming in. So maybe... Don't I have like Earth Grasp or something? No, that's in a different school. Earth Power doesn't really do me much good for the most part. I mean, it lowers fatigue cost of these Earth spells, but that's about it. I guess maybe Rust Mist is the right answer against the cavalry. Alright, fine. Shit. It's not going to be pleasant. I fully expect to lose yet again. I only have 72 units. This seems stupid. Why would I do this? Go back and get more units. Don't be dumb. Okay, so we lost Deep Wagor, and... Yeah, but we killed all his militia. So... Oh, wait a minute. Now I'm friends with him. No, I'm not friends with him. I'm still at war. I don't know what's going on. Let me get these provinces back, and then we'll sign a non-aggression pact with him. Okay, I mean, in that case, I can take back Casey and Forest, because we're still at war. So, we could get a commander here, but... I don't have any magic leadership here. Well, I could, Okay, we could make a commander here. A noble. And then I could have... Tootie. Ooh, Tootie. Double fire, double air, double water, one astral. It's kind of a pretty good roll. We can give him fire in a jar and water lens. And one of these cool swords. And he can... a cloud trapeze to get to Solam. And then they can move into Cassian Forest together next turn. We're going to get Evocation 4 this turn. Like that. Zhang Fei. I think you've... Well, I mean, you could scout stuff where I don't own, like Cassian Forests. Hmm. Yeah, I cannot choose an enemy province. All right, fuck. You make any good astral shit? Solar rays and another +1. Could give that to Yan Lo. The Moon Blade. Don't really want him in combat. The Crown of Command. God, it would make him even more insane. Shroud of the Battle Saint if we want to give any unit sacred, but most of our commanders do. Robe of Shadows makes you ethereal, which is pretty nice. Yeah. Can't really do anything with that astral stuff. So I guess just research. I can't believe this siege is still going on. Like, what is Tiernanog doing? He must be dead or something. You're in violation of diplomatic agreements. Really? Doesn't say I am. I guess that didn't go into effect immediately, but what am I supposed to do? I'm just stranded down there? These guys are just stranded in the caverns of gold for all eternity? It's fucked, man. They're just stranded. Oh, damn it. They're stranded until I put together a force strong enough to go after the Mines of Fortune, or he breaks the agreement. Fuck. Fuck. Damn it. Shouldn't have signed that. Okay, he attacks Solam again. I don't he just keeps sending like a few archers every day at Solam, and it never works for him. 2,600 people died in the Caverns of Gold. That's gotta be the whole population of that place. Killed 69 filthy brigands, and we're starving badly due to lack of supplies. Look what you've done to me, man. Look at what you've done to me. Yeah, like lost half its population. Okay. Pick up some more units here. And now we have these guys. We can tuck up here to do hold and attack rearmost. Should be pretty fast, I think. Yeah. It gives us better odds. It'd be nice to get. Be damn nice to get. I assume this is a 2. I bank on this being a 2. It's just barbarians and light cavalries, but it is a lot of them, so possibly a 2. Okay, there's Lanka. We may. Why has he not taken Green Harbor? That's insane. He's still in ownership of his fort. He still has things up here right by next to Ermor. Somehow hasn't been taken. I don't know what the AI does. The AI just pisses me off. That's it. Okay, and now we're here, so... I gave you... Yeah, some... Right, because he can now... So he can do a fire elemental as well. So I'm going to have you go off the side. Phoenix power. Summon fire elemental. Beyond that, you know, I'm sure you'll figure it out. Does have the free water gem. So if we gave him like the water boosting thing, he could also do summon water elemental. But he can do School of Sharks if we're underwater. Or just summon a lesser water elemental. I don't know. Sure. And just cast spells. Stupid monkeys are gonna die. Terrible morale, of course. Oh, right. Fucking diplomatic agreement. Go here, then. That should be simple. 2 commanders. Okay. Still hurting for cash. There's a battle in Lanka. Sitis attacked Lanka and won. That's bad. I mean, he didn't really have much there, but well, he's got his fort, so this was just the provincial defense, which was pretty hefty. It's not like he didn't suffer some losses there. But overall, still got 32 of the medium infantry. He's got 35 militia. He's got 3 sacred serpents. Okay. 29 sappers, so he's shredding that fort. And we lost our 4 monkeys. I told you they would die. Let's watch this, though. It's the fire elemental. So this is the full fire elemental. Still not great defensively, but it is ethereal, so 75% of non-magical weapons will just miss. He's got a 13 damage fire shield, heat 7, flame strike, does 20 magic armor piercing damage, and yeah, can't be used for repelling. Okay. Oh, hounds just fucking swooped in. Oh yeah, they're flying. I forgot. That's good to note. And here's the water elemental. So slash, blunt, pierce resistant. That helps. 27 hit points, unsurroundable. It's also fire resistant. Underwater regeneration, which doesn't help us here. And just 12 damage. So outside of water, these things are really not so hot compared to the fire elemental, which is kind of good everywhere except underwater. Ooh, this thing got mute. That doesn't matter, but yeah, they are not. Oh, why are you shooting it with arrows? At least you got the commander. Okay. So we lost the monkeys. The hounds, though, did pick up 10 total kills. Pretty good. Okay. Before I do anything else, we're gonna ditch the water elemental. Let's do something else with your time. I guess we could take Snow Forward. It says owned by special monsters. I don't know what that means. I'm not sure how worried I should be. Doesn't really massively help us to take it, to be honest. I mean, it's probably worth some amount of income, but it's Plains Mountain, so it's low income, more magic sites. For right now, why don't we just have 2D search and you patrol? Okay, we got our entourage here. I feel like I'm missing someone. Oh no, we got 5. 130 it got dropped down to. Curious. Now, apparently your scouts are not entirely reliable on the information they have, and that could explain some things. That could apparently explain some things. So, I don't know. We'll see. 130. We'll see what it's at when I actually do the battle. I don't think Tirnanog has really a great empire. I don't know how he's sustaining this fort. He repelled the fucking Marverni attackers. Somehow. And now Katis is besieging Lanka. I guess I'll keep you there for the moment because I'm kind of curious. Yeah, we are slowly dying due to Death 3 being here, but he won't let me leave. I suppose that's why multiplayer is kind of better. You can sort of explain these situations, you know, rather than just this nonsense. Or maybe the other player would just be like, yeah, fuck you. But, you know, a non-aggression pack in multiplayer is just like an informal agreement, right? I don't think there's any penalization. Let's see. If strong diplomacy is on, game will remind you can't take offensive actions. That's the end of your turn and prompt you to redo some orders. If you ignore the prompt, the commanders will simply not take those orders. If there's weak no diplomacy, or if it was a handshake deal between human players, then there's no penalty, so to speak, beyond diplomatic ones. Yeah, so I don't think I have strong diplomacy on. So I can break it. think. No, maybe I'm not sure anymore. Fuck. Diplomacy is binding. Okay, so no, I cannot break it. Not without... It's... You have to say... You have to declare war, and then it's a 3-turn process before war is actually declared and the pact is broken. So I'd have to declare it, and then he has 3 turns to be like, okay, I'm gonna fuck your butt. Thanks. So yeah, it's just kind of shitty. Just kind of shitty. Whereas in multiplayer, we could just be like, look, bro, I just want to get these troops out. I'll take Dreher Caverns. You can have Caverns of Gold, and we're all happy, okay? I mean, obviously, he loses out a little bit. This is slightly higher income, and he has a direct line from his fort to my capital. But in this situation where he prompted the non-aggression pact, presumably he wants there to be non-aggression between us. So that would have been my thing of like, okay, I'll sign, you know, we can be buddies, but let me get my troops out. All right, anyways, we're about to get Evocation 5, and that means Gifts from Heaven. Which I don't know the exact turn order. I looked at it, but I didn't memorize it. So he might be able to cast Gifts from Heaven in this combat. Should we invest in alteration at all? Let's look at what we're missing out on. Ignoring like the low level shit. We could get stuff like Protective winds. This is not bad for our archers to protect them from enemy archers, I'll say. But it's kind of a high fatigue cost with a low area of effect, so there's that. Earth Meld is really good. This is like just kind of better than that Stormwind we've been casting, because this is actually a grip where they have to roll with their strength versus 23 to get free. And a lot of these units have like 10, 11, 12 strength, meaning it's kind of a tricky roll for them to actually break out, in which case they can't move or attack. A little rough if it also hits our own troops. We'd have to get levitation going, but still, I mean, it's still good. But this is the big one we're missing out on. This is what I was thinking about. Moss Body. Very low area of effect. We would need a lot of casters to sort of buff our whole front line. But, man, oh man. Basically, every attack that they would take, 75% chance to hit the moss, which will just reduce the damage by 15. And this is after protection and everything is applied. So final damage, if they would take 15 or less, it's just nullified entirely. If after that they still would take damage, then the moss explodes into like an AoE of poison damage, which isn't really great because that hurts us, but still, I mean, with high enough protection, you are basically immune to a lot of stuff. And I think this is also I don't think this is affected by like armor negating or stuff like that. So Moss Body is really good, and it's a low fatigue cost, but the only issue is it's low area of effect. But I think it's worth getting for us because basically every single mage can cast it. So we just have a line of like 6 mages along our front line, all casting Moss Body at the start, and just buff everybody, and then they're just super good. Yeah, I mean, we can also throw like poison resistance on them. To kind of help with if it does pop. Or you could just throw like group Barkskin to make them even more protected. I mean, we can make our front line really kind of obscene. So I do think alteration, at least 3 or 4, is probably worth doing. There's also Quicken Self, which if we get a Sword Master with water, that's really nice too. So yeah, I think we want to get Alteration up to 4. Okay, let's go. Yes, I know. Okay, 2D found an ancient temple. That's good. There's a battle in Ungbaloth. Oh, yikes. Okay, well, we won. We had 2 more mages die, which I'm never happy about. We lost 8 archers, 24 footmen. Can you imagine if we had Moss Body there? I mean, I'm just... Come on. Against the barbarian. I mean, it was the barbarian. That was the problem. Also, I just didn't have enough units. It was outnumbered. You don't want to be outnumbered. No, not usually, unless you're thugging. And even then. We lost 13 heavy footmen. But, you know, less heavy footmen for sure. They're more defensive. And the big loss, 13 of those warriors of the 5 elements. And obviously most of his kills were from barbarians. He had 193. I really don't even want to watch this. But I guess we should. Yeah, I mean, if we had 200 archers, this would have been almost probably a non-issue. We would have routed them, like, very quickly. But also, we just didn't have enough storm winds. My masters got caught. We can already see this happening. Yep. Well, actually, most of them didn't. Okay, but enough barbarians went past to the archers to be a problem. We're throwing out rust, which is pointless. What the fuck happened with the cavalry? What the fuck happened with the cavalry? Oh, they were set on guard. Oh, okay. That's... Okay, and then... Oh, that's kind of smart. Oh, was that... What was that? So, they were set on guarding the mages, and then the mages were just popping off like Soul Slay and things like that, and Paralyze, just pick off my dudes. Yeah, these guys are questionable. I don't think they're really worth it. I'd rather have summons or something, just more mages. Yeah, honestly, I'd rather just have like 5 fire elementals rather than 15 of these. Yeah, not pretty. Obviously, a bit of a numerical disadvantage with a tactical disadvantage. We did win, but then there was another battle. We got attacked by special monsters. We lost the other 2 warriors, but that was a lot easier for our archers to deal with. Raiders from the sea are harrying coastal settlements. That was a really unfortunate timing, one after the other there. Great. Okay. Bottom line, we're here. We got it. So we do want to claim it right away. So we have it. Yeah, So we found an ancient temple. It's another astral pearl per round. And this great gold mine, 150 gold per turn. That's pretty nice for us. Well, we could take Snowford. We don't have much, but I don't know what's really there or not. Well, I guess we'll find out. So we had some units disperse. and retreat. We lost some units. We lost 2 mages. We didn't lose this guy that had the fire in a jar, so that's good. We do have this guy who's another air mage. So if we deck him out with some stuff. He still needs armor. Still needs armor. I'd rather avoid a heavy defense penalty. So I think we're looking for anything with 0 defense, or I don't know if there's anything with +1, but we don't want a negative. His defense is important to him, I think. There's the Bright Mail Hauberk. Or the Bright Mail Haubergen. Lightweight Scale Mail. Oh, there's this one. Give him invulnerability 18. This is what the other guy was wearing, right? I'm pretty sure. And that didn't work out too well. But that was because of the elephants. It's because of the elephants, damn it. I still want it. What else do you need? A helmet. Right. So there's the winged helmet, which give air magic +1. That's a good question. What sort of spells are you interested in? Personal mist form. That's pretty obscene. Any damage is reduced to 1. Max 25 points of reduction. A hit that would have dealt 25 plus in damage or a hit from any magical source cancels the mist form after the damage reduction. Also, a 1% chance it'll end whenever protecting against an attack. It's pretty solid, though. It's probably what we're looking at. So there's that. There's air shield. Nothing else really requires air 3 at the moment, but we are leveling up alteration more. Probably going to be some other good shit. And gift of flight we will give him. I don't think he really needs air power 3, to be honest, but would reduce fatigue a bit. But I'd rather get a different helm. The Helmet of Heroes? No. Flame Helmet? No. Ice Helmet? No. Horned Helmet? Maybe. Not gonna get much else better than the Horned Helmet or just the Black Steel Helmet, which is pretty simple and protective. No defense loss. Sure. And then boots. You know, I'm gonna get heartbroken by this fucking guy again. I know it. Pixie shoes, +2 defense and luck. And +6 map move. This is exactly what we want to make. Yes. That's exactly what we want. Perfect. And then, I guess, another miscellaneous item. Possibly that trident I kind of had my eye on. Yeah, the dancing trident would give him a good amount of attacks. Or the burning pearl would give him higher attack skill. Bracers of protection would give him more defense. Girdle of might would give him more strength. No, I want more defense or just more kill? Yeah, I probably want more killing power. I'm gonna go with that. Okay. Cracked Earth. You know, he's still there, but this guy is amassing, and he's amassing sappers. I wonder what he's up to. Lanka still being besieged. Okay, we probably want to search here, but we also want to patrol here. And probably invest in some defense on it. We are going to build a fort here, but that takes some time. So why don't you search, you patrol. Also, are you guys ready to take on the depth? That would be handy. Hold on. Okay. Are you shitting me? He can only handle 10? He can only handle 10. Oh my god. I have so many of these. I'm going to need like 10 shamans. And that's going to take like 20 turns. Oh, fuck. I need to just give Yan Lu water breathing. That's the only thing that's going to work here. Fucking hell. Alright, first of all, nix this. Eating up all my money. And you make a ring of water breathing. Yan Lu will handle this eventually. Christ. Didn't realize that. Okay, we're gonna get Alteration 3 now. Alright, we've claimed the Throne of the Moon. And we found a copper idol. There was no resistance in Snowford. That's good. We found a magic site in Minz. Alright. Found 5 Earth Gems. There's unrest in Solam. And we had to fight off some wolves, which killed our Master of the Dead. But fortunately, it was just provincial defense. Okay, good. This is all good. Now I need to scurry up some more money to build a fort here. But I'd rather well, I mean, Yanulu will get to it eventually. Alright, yeah, we're gonna have you build it. So I gotta get up some money. Also, stop making those guys. Okay, that's enough money. So the copper idol is 1 air gem per turn. Excellent. Min's Frozen Lands, 1 water gem per turn, but increases cold by a maximum of 2. That's not great. Hurts my income even more. Greenwoods looks to also be vacant, so I guess keep moving. We're gonna bump up some of these provincials. You should be here. Should have done that last time to patrol. All right, so he did march on Cracked Earth. He's got 240 guys. If he doesn't take this, then Tirnanog is just fucking godly. I don't know. I mean, I don't know how Tirnanog is managing it. Maybe he's just only building troops there. And he's just amassing hundreds and hundreds of troops and not moving them out. It's possible because he's constantly under siege. But you see how powerful having a fort is, you know? Yeah, right. Yeah, okay. I think also then go on patrol. You got this, you got this. You got the pixie shoes. Boom, boom. All right, he's pretty kitted out. His attack value is definitely not what it was. His defense value wasn't really what it was. But he has a lot of other good benefits now. He's still got invulnerable 18. He's fire resistant, cold resistant. He's lucky. He's got a fire shield. He's got a protective force 20. And now we have some more spells for him to cast. So he can cast... Could cast Protective Winds. But mostly we want Personal Mist Form. Personal Flight. And then... probably just Charged Body. Yeah, because he's going to get struck, but we're hoping the invulnerable just makes him not take any damage. Problem is he's going to take shock, so he needs also protection from lightning. And so he's going to cast 4 things and then attack the rearmost. And hopefully all the infantry is like gotten to his face. But we'll put him all the way in the back for that purpose. Well, it's a strat. I don't know where I'll sick him. Maybe over on Dead Forest. But I want him to patrol in Solam first. We're getting to the point where research is kind of gonna... I mean, there is still stuff we probably want at higher end. But again, like, that's the downside of this nation. We have a lot of options in the early lower levels. We can cast basically any spell we want in the lower level for the most part, but we don't really get access, or it's very tricky to access the higher end stuff, whereas other factions that are more focused will have much more readily available access to that. So I would say we probably want to bump up to Construction 7 because there is some good shit up here that is valuable. Like Boots of Quickness would be very nice for our Swords Master. There's a lot of items, as you can imagine. Yeah, Crown of the Magi, fast casting 30 is pretty damn nice. Starshine Skullcap for Astral Magic. You know, there's good shit. Oh, the Staff of Elemental Mastery gives +1 to all elements. That's pretty phenomenal. Not cheap, 25 fire and 25 water, and you have to have level 4 in both, which will be tricky for us, but I believe it's possible. Level 4 air, level 4 earth, so this is easy. Our deity can just crank these out if we have enough gems. And we probably want him to have one of these, because it also increases all the range of his elemental spells, so he can cast it basically across the battlefield all the way from the back. And gives him Stone Skin to boot. So yeah, there's good things like that. Yeah, okay. But then there's also enchantment. We could get up to 5, which would give us Flaming Arrows. Area effect 20 plus. Yeah, that's big. Because then Phoenix Power, our 2 fire mages, can do Phoenix Power with Fire in a Jar to just cast Flaming Arrows. And then bada bing, I mean, our arrows are shredding, baby. Assuming they hit. So yeah, I think enchantment 5 would be pretty smart. Also, Giant Strength Warriors with that Earth Gem thing. Alright, let's go enchantment 5 after that. So for right now, go back on... no, I need to replace some mages here, don't I? I need to replace some mages. I just don't know how much I value water mages. You know, what are you really going to cast? I don't want water elementals. I mean, Quicken is good, but I don't know. Acid Bolt is fine. Acid Rain, I suppose, but you don't have... Oh, you do have fire, yeah. So if we get a water boost, you could cast Acid Rain, which is a pretty high area effect, but it's pretty inaccurate. It's not bad. Falling Frost is pretty good. Range 50, also inaccurate. You know, that's a thing. Oh, is that my prophet? Oh my god, I've really been ignoring him. He should be part of the army. Because he wants to bless all our mages. So he should be part of this. For sure, he should be. But then, as far as other mainline mages, I think we want to grab... We're going to grab Hao Chu. And we're going to grab Zhu Yi. And Shun. And they're all going to join the army. As it were. Everyone else just sit on research. Lanka's still holding. Oh, I didn't look when I did Ungoloth at how many barbarians there were. There was over 200 and something, right? And it said 180. So, yeah, the number is definitely just like a very rough approximation. I think if you have a spy unit, they get more accurate information, but we don't have that, so. Before you guys head out, I think we want to give you all these cool swords. They're nice to have. Yeah, okay. Our gem income is pretty varied. Actually, let's... Yeah, we are at the top. Because we've been vigilant with scanning every site. And we have, you know, the most paths. So we can theoretically find the most sites. So that's good. We're still kind of middle of the road for provinces, for income. We're top for research. We're tied now at the top for Dominion, so we're no longer top dogs there. And we're middle of the road for army size. But hey, we're leading in ascension points. Which I assume that was one... Oh, that was a 2-pointer. Okay, okay. So all we have to get is a 3 and a 1, and bada bing, we win the game. And we are pretty certain we know where a 3 is. This is absolutely a 3. So I just have to break the pact, wipe out an insane army, and also get a 1. Which is probably what Baguloth is. So, theoretically, it's somewhat doable. We're already enemies with Tirnanog, so once we have a sizable group, we just go down through here, grab Baguloth, go back up, break the pack, go down there, and wipe out a really terrifying army. No problem. Alright. There was a battle in Greenwood, so we got attacked by Urmor. And we did beat him. No problem. Celestial Hounds sniped their horticulturists. 14 Clockwork Horrors. Why are you attacking me, bro? Oh, he didn't mean to. We both moved into Greenwoods on the same turn. Sorry, man. Sorry, man. Okay. Let's build a lab here. I got a lot of mages with me. We really just need to regroup, and we need a lot more units. I mean, I got mages, sure, but we need a lot more units, too. So, we gotta start... I cut this off because I'm low on gold, and I am still low on gold. But we gotta get it. Gotta get it. Yeah. Well, I hope Ermor doesn't take that the wrong way. Okay, so he is besieging with all his sappers and pikeneers and slingers and wolves. There's a cave drake. I mean, I'd be damn impressed if Tirnanog can withstand all this. But God bless those two for just attacking each other. Right, we were going to go into the dead forest. Oh no, I was going to patrol here. Yeah, there's too much unrest for the moment. Okay. Yeah, we're apprehensive with Ermor, so I'd rather not kick things off on purpose if he's cool with it. Alright, for the moment, let's just have you two patrol. Well, I'm gonna have you search. And you patrol. And what did the throne give us? Ascension points 2, Dominion spread 2, growth +1. Blessed troops get precision +3. Holy shit. Yes, that is fantastic. We're even more precise with all our attack spells. I want you to also search. Search. Yeah, search. Okay. So yeah, we want Liu Bei specifically to cast Divine Blessing. Yeah. That'll give all our mages bless massive amounts of precision then. And then we're probably gonna just get on the moss body train. And just massive amounts of moss body everywhere. So I think pretty much everyone that's not the guy doing the fire elemental, of which I should have another fire in a jar for the other fire guy. But yeah, basically everyone just doing moss body on our front line. What front line? Well, we'll get there eventually. There's been problems. Moss body. So many damn spells. I don't really know. I'm not really sure what else to cast after that. Unless I have... I mean, for this guy at least. If I double Earth or something, maybe. But honestly, just cast shit, I guess. Actually, I guess just cast Moss Body twice. Screw it. You will cast Moss Body. And then you have double fire. I probably want you on Ignite Arrows, to be honest. Except we want that even better fire arrow buff. We want all the buffs. So many buffs. You're just gonna do more Moss Body. More Moss Body. Okay. And then eventually, you know, we'll have a front line for you guys to cast buffs on. Sometime. Oh, you should be up there. Doing a lot wrong, I know that. I don't know exactly. If I knew exactly what I was doing wrong, then it would be easy. But all I can tell is I'm just doing something wrong. Alright, I guess that's it. Okay, we found Sky Split Oak. That's good. Probably more nature shit. We found 11 death gems in an abandoned graveyard. We killed some filthy brigands. Okay, no attacks. Nice and peaceful, just the way we like it. Okay. What? He left 20 great bears behind. Unless he retreated or something, he lost and he retreated. I really should just put a fucking scout there so we can at least see for all eternity what's going on in the cracked earth. I'm gonna put him there. I'm just gonna sit him there until this is resolved. Okay. Let's have you peace out. I'm gonna have you go back to Solam. We could build a temple here. And I think we should if we're going to want to produce more mages. So someone should make a temple. And then I guess everyone else is just kind of researching now. Or forging more items. I do want another fire in a jar. Probably also want boots of, or earth boots. Did we want another thing for this guy? No, we're good with him. Yeah, he's fine. So do I want stuff for Yan Lo? Yeah, he's got nothing. He should at least have a fancy sword. And probably more reinvigoration shit. Okay, you make the fancy sword. Unless we... Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what we want. Fancy sword? Make the fancy sword. What else do we want? Some sort of nice armor? Maybe something that buffs one of his paths? Like Robe of the Sea would probably be decent. Although, no, not water. So something that boosts his earth or air or something. Probably earth. Or, yeah. Or we can just make this to give him more reinvigoration. Yep. That's probably the biggest factor. To him just spamming spells non-stop, I think. So we're gonna give him that. And then you are gonna... Do you have any nice... Well, we could give him even more inspirational. Non-stop morale, baby. I kind of like that. Or this would be air magic +1, but he'd have to make that. So We'll go with the Helmet of Heroes. And then I do want someone to make the temple. Okay, I don't know why you stopped that, but sure. Good. Probably good. I got 63 units built up. That's nice, but we want more. We want even more. Yeah. Should I be recruiting more shit? Could get slingers or heavy infantry here. Could get a lot of slingers, but I'd rather not spend that much gold. So let's just get heavy infantry stacked up. And a commander to lead them. Also, I probably, since my other guy is stuck in purgatory for all time, let's get another noble commander. There you go. Okay. That's fine. We are doing, like, a lot of research. I could get into thaumaturgy. I wonder if there's anything decent in there. Panic is kind of nice. Yeah, it doesn't even affect friendly units. Area effect 5+, good range. This is something really nice for our double nature. Damn. Okay, I overlooked that one. There's also despair, which is kind of just better. It's just better. I don't know if I think I might have some double glamours. Level 2 glamours. Furious Warriors, +2 attack, +2 morale, area effect 3+. It's not bad. It's not bad. Yeah, there is some good stuff here too. Oh, Terror is, I know, pretty fantastic as well. Fear 3, max -10 morale penalty. Also Ferocity. There's a lot of, like, duplicates here, it seems. They ran out of ideas. Soul Slay is good against commanders. Pack Ferocity. Very nice. Yeah, we probably don't have to go all the way up to level 6. I don't think that holds too much stuff for us. Although Gateway's kind of nice for Yan Lo to lead all his troops through, but we can't take in my mages with me. So, you know. But I think, yeah, Thaumaturgy 5 is not a bad goal for us to just keep researching shit. There was a battle in the Cracked Earth. Oh, you're right, that's where I'm at. Tiernanog attacked Maverni and won. Tiernanog, they're just holding out. He's just got this insane army he keeps having. Look at what he was attacked. Look at this. He's outnumbered. Does have his pretender. No, I don't know if this is his pretender or not. No, this is not his pretender. Okay. Tiernanog does have his there, though. The Duo of Thunder. Crazy, man. And it doesn't even seem like he has like one sort of standout unit or anything. It's just crazy. I almost want to watch this just to see, like, Yeah, he's got all this glamour and he's got all these mages and sees the power of spells and the mirror images. Look at these Kushi. Just bum rushing the back line there. Slipped right past. He's got an earth elemental, but they just don't give a shit. Going right towards the rear. Even though he's got a lot of guards. I don't do that on my mages, and I probably should. Probably why I'm losing some units. It's just a madhouse. I have to just blame like these glamours. I think that's the biggest thing, and that's what fucked me over. I think it's just they're really hard to actually kill. And while they're all glamored up and mirror imaged, you know, they got these golden spears doing big magic damage. And they're blessed, giving them slowing weapons, +1 defense, righteous wrath, true sight, inspirational. So they got massive morale. They never rout, basically. Slowing down your yeah, I mean, this dude's got to figure it out. He's got just boatloads. Well, I mean, I don't know how many of these sacred troops he actually has. It's really hard to tell. But then he's got just shit ton of these warrior illusions. So he's spamming out ghost wolves and yeah, level 4 glamour mages. Crazy. So yeah, Tuatha warriors are sacred. He's got 30 of them. They got 21 kills. The Kushis are also sacred. That's wild. So all of them are like, you know, have a higher defense. They're slowing enemies and they never rout. Yeah, they picked those sacred units getting the most kills for sure. Wild stuff. I don't want to do that. Dominion -3 and Solam. I don't like that. Mook King. We got Mook King. Take it all. I probably want to grab even more mages, right? Nothing wrong with more mages. Especially with the Thaumaturgy, those double nature guys are gonna prove useful. So let's take them to Ungoloth. Wild. All right, we are going to find out if our guy can make this happen against the Lizard Warriors. If he can't beat fucking 8 Lizard Warriors, then this idea is just not worth the effort. All right, we made a bunch of shit for you. Oh, not the fire. That's going to Shun. Okay, so all right. He's pretty fucking powerful, though, I gotta say. Like, if I actually wanted him to just be on the front lines casting spell, he does have combat caster, 20 defense, 20 protection. He's got 19 attack, doing 37 magic damage. He has 141 health, but he's just going to pick up more wounds. Unless I got him some better shit to make him... Well, he can cast Mist Form. He could, honestly. Like, if I didn't want to cast, like, Gifts from Heaven or something like that, which he now can cast, I'm pretty sure. Yep, Gifts from Heaven he can cast. So, it kind of appeals to me a bit more, just because I think it's fun. But, yeah. So, what's the range on that? 100. So, honestly, he could just, from the first turn, just start spamming Gifts from Heaven. But he also does get access to some buffs that others don't really have access to, I think. Actually, there's also Blade Wind, which, to be honest, with how extreme our precision is, this isn't an inaccurate attack, so this one would be pretty good. The only issue is the high fatigue cost, but against unarmored targets, lightly armored troops, like those barbarians, this would probably shred pretty fucking hard. So that's something we should keep in our back pocket and remember. But against most situations, I lean towards Gifts from Heaven. Okay. So, yeah, we'd probably do Summon Earth Power and then Blade Wind twice or something like that. Yeah, I guess just fuck it. I want to see the meteors. And starting as soon as possible when they're all bunched up seems very fun. Do that. Now we're gonna finish. You got 2 months here for someone to finish building that. Seems to be taking an eternity. So I think we're gonna go take these couple water provinces with Yan Lo while we're here. So the rest of you guys are just gonna be researching. There's probably other things I could do. But, yeah, so we're gonna have to dump off all the troops here, because he's got to go pick up the fishmen. And we'll see how it goes. Yeah, okay. You're gonna stay there. You're gonna stay there while things get sorted out. I want constant eyes on the cracked earth. He's gonna do it again. He's gonna be relentless for some reason to go after the cracked earth. Just like I was. But AI is a little dumber and he'll just keep doing it. Yeah, alright. Okay. There was a battle in Dead Forest. Oh, right. Hey, look at that! He actually did what I wanted him to do. He thugged. He fucking thugged. Personal Mist Form. This is him casting his laundry list of buffs. You can fast forward through Personal Flight. Now, I want to see his fatigue after he casts all this, because that is a factor. Charge Body. Okay, he's at 41 fatigue. So that means that his defense... Okay, his defense didn't go down, but his attack went down, I believe. I don't know. It should show fatigue effects on him. But he does have... Didn't I give him some reinvigoration shit? Apparently not. Apparently I didn't give him any reinvigoration. No, I didn't give him anything because I didn't think that was that important, but it sort of is. I should maybe have him hold for one more round after that. Because now he's going to fly. Boom. So when he lands, then, yeah, he's at 49 fatigue, which is not good. It makes him easier to hit. Okay, so the trident does repel. His attack roll is 18 versus our defense of 25. So he's hit by fire shield, took 11 points of damage. His attack was repelled. Look at this. So they tried to bite. The dancing trident repelled with a value of 31 versus his defense of 17. Here's another one. 19 versus 16. So he got repelled as well. That dancing trident seems phenomenal. Damage roll, 18 points of fire damage from fire shield. Crazy good. So here he did, but protective force reduced damage by 20. 0 points of damage, and then he took 3 from fire shield. Repelled. We'll see that in full effect here. Look at the fire shield. Already routed. Easy. Did he take any damage? Nope. I had 0.0000 points of damage, 0 points of damage. Whereas I'm doing really solid damage. These guys aren't particularly strong or anything. 3 protection, so... But that's exactly what he's supposed to do. He's supposed to be able to just take these shitty spots by himself. And he did. So, as long as I don't throw him into, like, that other guy. I think that other guy would have done okay. It's just he went up against way too much with elephants and all this shit. So, yeah, that's more what's supposed to happen. We got an effigy of war. And we lost a scout in the cracked earth. Damn it! I was a little peeping Tom there, and I suffered for it. Fuck. Okay, so can I take on a single horse tribe chief? Yes, that's exactly what we're meant to do. Again, why have you not taken Bog or Wold? I don't get it. Right, my 2 nature guys arrived. Why don't you... Well, why don't one of you search? Why don't you preach? I guess you'll research. Or should I make more of those nice swords? Oh, we got Effigy of War. Perceived army size plus 50 units. You know what? Give that to Liu Bei. Boom. Now it looks like we got a big old fucking army here. I guess I could make a couple more of those swords. We are missing several of them. So... Sure. You're all gonna forge cool swords. Everybody likes cool swords. Alright, fishmen, come along, come along, come along. 94 of you dumbasses. Hold an attack, closest enemy. And we're gonna go all the way in the back so he can cast all the gifts from heaven. That might be a little... I don't know, it's a range 35. No, it's a range 100. And he's got 50% more or something. So it should be the whole battlefield. Should be fine. Alright, and we're heading into the depth to kill 30 Tritons. Alright, you're going to mosey on over to the cracked earth so I can keep an eye on it. And that's that. Now, we do have a decent amount of money. But I think what I want to do with that money mostly is build temples. Because our Dominion is not... It's not stellar. We're in 3rd place. Ermor is on top, crushing it. And he's right next to us. So I need to sort of bolster this. So we're going to take one of these jabronis. Yao. And you're going to go here. And you're just going to go around and build temples everywhere. Yeah. I just wish I had... I got really good resources here. I could recruit quite a lot of militia if I wanted to. Or light infantry. Yeah, I mean, we could just... Okay, we can just build up. I don't have any recruitment points, though, because I don't have a fort here. But we could at least repeat that constantly. And you could go back there to corral them. I also got 20 guys here. Because I could be... These are what? Light infantry? Yes. Okay. So that's something else we could do. We could make another Master Sword and repeat that whole forging process. Because we... Yeah, we definitely can afford it. We have really good gem income. And having 2 of those guys is not too shabby. So yeah, why don't you make another one of those? Okay, yeah. So let's see how it goes. We found a magic site in Ungbaloth, Garden of Weeping Roses. Arvani got a new prophet. Our depth battle, we lost 2 of our fishmen. I know you want to see... Actually, can you even cast Gifts from Heaven underwater? I didn't even check that. No, considering he's casting Mist Form, I would guess not. Whoops. Okay, and he's just buffing. Buffing himself, mostly. Yeah, he's just sitting here buffing himself with everything. Okay. We'll need a new script. But the Ichthids won just fine. Okay. Thanks for playing, Yanlo. And then we battled in Kamsath. Oh, yes. He did well yet again. We'll just watch that real quick. Real quick. Buff, 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 buff. Descend. Boom. I wouldn't minded you going there, but yeah. No problem. No damage. Again, pretty high fatigue, but it doesn't really matter to him too much. Oh, there he took 1 point of damage. Ooh, boom! Get fucked, bro. You see, that's what you were supposed to do from the start. Yeah, I wish there was an option to just target commanders in the scripting. That would make things a lot easier, but I suppose that's why they don't do it. Target rear usually gets the job done, but not always. Alright, that was good. Salam. Temple was destroyed from an earthquake. Jesus Christ. There must be somebody cursing that land or something. Alright, we got the palisade there at least. And now we're going to go fight 4 sea trolls, but there's also a kraken. So we want to... we're going to ditch that. We want something more specific. More single-targeted. Something painful. Lightning bolt? Probably lightning bolt for this case. They're not going to have good shock resistance. So just cast... lightning bolt. It's got good range. Decent range. 40's not perfect, though. Well, fucking Far Strike. That's pretty good range. And the strength of the caster adds to the damage of the spell. And he's obviously got pretty good strength, so fuck it. Cast Far Strike a few times. There you go. Alright, go. Okay. Let's do Golem Range. I think you can pick that up, no problem. We're here to grab more troops. Good. I don't really need to... I guess you're gonna build a new temple here. And let's upgrade this to a fortress while we have the money. You are going to be on patrol for a while. So I can forget about you and remember in 20 turns. And we're just constantly patrolling the land. I don't have enough money to afford a temple. So, whoops. Also, why am I building you guys? That was a mistake. Temple. Okay. Do we want to forge more shit? I guess I do need a couple more swords, so fuck it. Have all you make swords. I love these swords. Do I want you to do anything? No, you're on patrol. Yeah, it's dangerous here. Okay. Probably should end the video soon. I just get... It's one more turn. One more turn. One more turn. One more turn. Yeah. Okay. All right, battle in we were attacked in Kamsa, and we were beaten. Tirnanog is still on the offense. All right, we lost 2 more Ichthids, which means my Far Strike didn't instantly end the battle, but I'm very curious to see this. Are we hitting this thing? I don't think we're... Are you getting... Now, who's getting targeted with Far Strike? Can't... Unless he's actually killing something I didn't notice. What the fuck is he targeting with that? I have very detailed battle log active, and it doesn't show anything. Hold on. He just casts it, and then nothing. Okay, so that didn't do anything. Thankfully, the other mage is doing nothing. Alright, I guess I didn't understand Far Strike too well. Should have gone with Lightning Bolt, like I thought. Oh well, I mean, we only lost 2 Ichthids, so... Yeah. Alright, whatever. And then Golem range. Ooh, nice. Got 19 kills. See? The thug is working. Beautiful. Found 3 water gem and mins. Unrest in Golem range, because we just took it over, apparently. Oh no, the harvest has been... It was so 250% plus tax. Nice. I don't know why there's unrest. And he is now... Tao De Tianzong. His heroic precision. That's the worst thing he could get. That's useless to him. Well, you're gonna go back there now. Take back Kamsath. Yeah, higher precision stat. Whoop-de-frickin-do. Useless. Oh well. He's building up experience at least. Why don't we have you search here? Some gaps in the system. Sword. Sword. Love my swords. And you... Okay, you have a sword. I think most of my combat-oriented mages have swords. Okay. Honestly, that was, oh, he could attack me from here. Am I at war with him? No, he's still apprehensive. So again, I usually don't like to be the one to kick it off. If I can help it, or if I don't have a good reason to. Synapse not connected to Tianxi, so... It does have pretty good income, though, 106, but I'm not going to go to war over 106. Not yet. So I think, Yanlo, you have served your purpose. Holy shit. That's another 3 right there. 480 slave trooper, shambler, thralls, ichthid warriors, and ichthids, and a mind lord. I'd feel more confident if Yanlo was actually casting spell. But I could put him on like thug mode. Ah. See, I'm so tempted with something like this to actually do the thing where you can save scum. So I'm really tempted. I just want to see. Can you imagine? You just imagine with your mind's eye, we could do this. Okay, so let me just see. So if we wanted, if I was going to set it on thug mode, just as an example, we'd want to do... there's also... what was that? The fucking... It's evocation, isn't it? Oh, he probably can't... Yeah, Blade Wing, you can't do it underwater. So you can only do a certain number of things underwater. But... Oh, man, Orb Lightning. Chaining 7. Oh, if he just spammed that. Right, but he would do mist form. No, personal mist form. Probably personal iron skin. Personal iron skin. Personal mist form. Charge body. It's basically all the same shit the other guy does. Could do resist lightning as well. I think that's mostly maybe resist magic for their spellcasters. No, he did charge body, yeah. That's kind of it. I don't know, there's probably other things I'm missing. I mean, I guess he could cast resist magic on himself. Okay. And then he would advance and cast spells. No, he would attack. And because he's a combat caster, so he'll do it regardless. And then we just set him like all the way up front. Okay, so we'll end the video on this, just so we, you know, and then we'll do it. So I'm gonna save the claim and quit, and we can go to this, which should open the save folder for me. Yep, save game. Mangg's LP's 4. So now I can save, which there's like fucking like 7 files here. I don't know which one, so I'll just copy them all. I'm just gonna copy them all. And then, okay, so now we're gonna go back in. And he's gonna attack. And then we're just going to, I'm just gonna end turn. Let's just see. I just want to see how he fares, you know? Hippocampus Fortune. Okay, he did die. He only killed 7. Mm-hmm. It surprisingly... Okay, so where did he go wrong? I mean, obviously he just doesn't have the defensive stats and everything for it to work. Like, he didn't really have amazing gear or anything. Also, probably high fatigue. No, he's only had 8 fatigue. Okay, so they just kind of rush past him. What is he doing? Is he casting something? Are they... Oh, he's just attacking with a sword. Yeah, he'd probably just be better off actually being on advance and cast spells, to be honest. And just casting the big mamma jamma lightning spells. Yeah, he's just fucking attacking. Okay. Well, okay, so that's fine. So now we're going to quit without saving. Which you'd think then I could just reload it. But then... No. No, because... Okay, that's when the save happened. Right. So quit without saving. So now I should be able to just load this. Copy this back over. Good. And continue Mangg's LPs 4. Yep. So now that's back to where we were. Nice, nice. Save's coming. I'm not going to do this a lot. This is really just for, like, personal learning. Or so I'll tell myself. So if we set him instead on advance and cast spells, just to see how that differs this process. And now we'll end turn. Okay, he still died. He did get more kills, but ultimately the same outcome. Perhaps I should have had him. Well, part of the big issue is that we're fucking underwater, which means that he is at a disadvantage. He has water breathing, but he doesn't have amphibious. So he's casting Shockwave now, which is going to get him some kills on the big mass. But, you know, he's not that high end of a caster, all things considered. He's underwater, so he's out of his element. It's just not really viable. I think he could be pretty good. Like, as you can see, he actually routed. But he's not really taking any damage from these guys. I'll have to really fast forward here to see how that goes. What is he doing on his turns? Oh, so he's still attacking with the sword. He's not casting spells. What? I have you on advance and cast... Oh, maybe because he's routed. So when you're routed, you just try to go towards your edge of the map. Oh, they killed him with Soul Slay, finally. That'll do it. So you try to go towards your edge of the map, and if you're blocked in any way, you just start meleeing them. So that was the problem. You got routed, and then... But that, I mean, that wasn't really the problem. That was how that ended. Okay, so we learned that. I didn't really think it was possible. That's why saves come. If I thought it was possible, I would have just done it. But now we know. I don't think we're ever going to get that one. There's just too many other viable targets for us. We're not an amphibious nation. We don't have really much water magic. We do have water elementals, but that's... I mean, I'd have to... Just no. Just no. Alright, well, we'll pick it up here next time then. I feel better about where we are at the end of this video compared to the start of this video. We still haven't budged here. Cracked Earth is wild. And Actually, since we're in the nature of saves coming, why don't we check out if our guy can handle this? That would be a very interesting test. I do want to take this back because we're being cut off on this income, and it's annoying, but just for more saves coming purposes, let's see how he fares. He fucking solos it. He fucking solos it. Holy shit. He's that fucking invulnerable. Or does he just kill the commander and then that's it? Oh, man. No, he doesn't just kill the commander. He fucking solos it. They cannot touch him. Not with their whole damned army. Yeah, he's basically just standing there. I mean, he is swinging. Oh, he did pick up Battle Fright. Morale -5. That is pretty significant. That's not ideal. Where the fuck did he go? Oh, he routed. Oh, we actually lost. Interesting. He actually lost. Because they don't route. Mindless. They morale 50. They'll never route. So he got Battle Fright, and that's what triggered it. Okay, but I do think it's possible. I may actually do that next time in the next video. Okay, good to know. Bug life. All right. Anyways, my name is Mangg. Game you're watching has been Dominion 6 with Tian Chi, and I'll see you fine folks in the next part.